Gone in less than half a day. The 2023 Chrysler 300c sold out in under 12 hours. 2,000 units sold out in the United States, and then another 200 sold out in Canada. For those of you that are not familiar, there were no exterior changes to the body of the 300. There were no interior changes to the inside of the 300. There were no technology upgrades to the 300. All they did was put a big 6.4 liter Hemi in a Chrysler 300. And guess what? It's still sold out, which tells you what? People still want big V8s in their cars. You know that, and I know that. I don't think Dodge does, though. Let's talk about it. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Knockout 360 here with another video for you guys. As you can tell, I'm in a car. That makes this a car vlog. You don't know what's going down when I come around. Let's get into it. Car content, car shows, car reviews, car meets, anything and everything car related happens on this channel. So if you're into that, make sure that you stick around because you are in the right place. For everyone else, hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so that you know what's coming out and when it's coming out. So let's talk about it. News just broke literally yesterday that the 2023 Chrysler 300c, which was announced on Tuesday, which was the 13th, has already sold out. They were only going to make 2,000 units for the United States, and I think they were going to make another 200 units for Canada. Or I could have that wrong. They may have been doing 1,800 for the United States and 200 for Canada. But either way, you get what I'm saying. But in a matter of 12 hours, or under 12 hours, all of those units have now been ordered and accounted for. Which is interesting because, for one, they sold out in under 12 hours, which is ridiculous. Two things are ridiculous. The fact that it sold out as soon as it did, and the fact that Dodge or Chrysler is literally only going to give us 2,000 Chrysler 300Cs with the big 6.4. If you know anything about Chrysler, and you don't see this a lot on my channel because this is pretty much a Dodge Charger Challenger channel, but Chrysler 300s is in and of itself its own culture. Like, a lot of dudes was going out and getting those 5.7 and 6.1 Chrysler 300s, putting big rims on them, slamming them, you know, exhaust pipes, the whole nine. Like, the 300 line was a culture in and of itself. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people was fucking with the 300s when they didn't want a Charger or a Challenger, but they wanted the big Hemi, you know? So the Chrysler 300 is literally a legend in and of itself. A lot of people don't give it credit because it gets overshadowed by the Hellcats and Scat Packs and so on and so forth. But we have to give respect and credit where respect and credit is due. The 300C has always been a, you know, an American luxury sedan with power. And that's exactly what it is. So the fact that Dodge only, or Chrysler, is only going to release 2,000 of these is absolutely, it's a slap in the face. Let's just be honest here. Because they could have released 50,000, and I'm quite sure that they would have sold out in the same amount of time, because the 300 Chrysler boys is a culture in and of itself, you know. But getting past that, they made no exterior changes to the 2023 Chrysler 300, right? A 23 looks just like a 22, just like a 21. You just get some punk ass badges in the front, punk ass badges on the side. That's it. They made no exterior changes. They made no interior changes to the Chrysler 300. A 2023 interior looks just like a 22. Big panoramic sunroof, blue LED lights on the inside instead of the red or the white that we're used to with Chargers and Challengers. You got the blue interface, the blue Uconnect interface, all the same. No interior changes, no exterior changes. All they did was drop a big 6.4 Hemi in there. And guess what happened? The motherfucker still sold out. So what does that tell you? What does that tell you, and what does that tell Dodge as the manufacturer and me as the consumer? Even in 2022, or rather 23, people still want big V8 powered cars, right? Dodge can push this electric bullshit and this hybrid bullshit and this inline six Hurricane bullshit as much as they want to, but the proof is in the pudding. These cars sold out faster than damn PlayStation 5 sold out when they were first released. 12 hours, this car sold out. We're talking about a car here, not a PlayStation. A PlayStation, $500, $600, $700. You can allot for that, right? We're talking about a $55,000 plus car that people have willingly, voluntarily reserved because they want one so bad. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows this. Ford knows this because they just dropped their big V8 Ford Mustang this week. Chevy knows this because they obviously got a bunch of big V8s running around, and then they've got more V8s coming out, and then they've got even bigger V8s coming out. Everyone knows this except for Mopar. Why? I don't know. But if there's one thing that this shows, this is going to be a quick video. If there's one thing that this shows is that there is still a place in the car market for big V8 automobiles. I'm not even talking about specifically Hemis. I'm just saying big V8s in general. This thing sold out in under 12 hours, bro. All you had to do was go to the website, choose your color, choose your edition. Obviously going to be the 6.4. Choose your interior, put down a deposit, and the car is yours. People did all of that in under 12 hours. 2,000 units completely sold. To my understanding, everyone else is going to be put on the waiting list, which means it seems to me like more 300s are on their way, right? More 300s are on their way, but it's one of those things where it's kind of best efforts. Everyone else is just being put on the waiting list. Now, mind you, nothing about this car is different. 6.4 liter V8 Hemi, 485 horsepower, 475 pound-feet of torque. Where have we heard that before? Every 392 that you see on the road comes with that engine. Vehicle can reach 60 miles an hour in 4.3 seconds. It'll keep accelerating until it hits the limiter of 160. Somebody jamming. You know, nothing about this is unique whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing about that car is different at all. Like, I've already talked about it in previous videos, how Dodge just basically had all of their V8 inventory, and it was like, we got to get rid of all this shit before 2024. And they're just putting big V8s and everything, which I understand, you know. Well, I don't understand it actually, but, you know, it's one of those things like it's a clearance sale. Just everything must go. Everything must go before 2024. But even that, even in light of the fact that there's nothing different about this car whatsoever. We were expecting a Hellcat 300. We didn't get it. We were expecting a big 6.2 liter V8 supercharged, 700 plus horsepower muscle car in a 300. We didn't get that. We got a 6.4, which for a lot of people is fine, because for a lot of people that don't have 6.4s, it's an upgrade for them. But for the scat and the cat guys, it's one of those things like we're looking at you like, that's all you could do? Like nothing else. You couldn't send the 300 off with the bang. Like I said, 300s are a culture in and of itself. Even in Charlotte, I've seen a lot of guys with the 5.7 300s, with the old 6.1 300s, rolling around looking good. You know what I'm saying? Clean. It's a culture. And this is the best that you can do. You give us 2,200 300s. 2,200 300s. And you basically tell us to go fuck ourselves. And you just give us a basic ass 6.4 liter Hemi in the engine. And that's it. But still, it sells out. Which means there's loyalty. Which means there's a need for this. Which means people have money that they have no problem spending. But you're going to get rid of all of that and replace it with some electric bullshit that's not tried and true. No one has tested it. No one has seen anything like it. And you expect for us to just jump on board. It don't work that way. But ultimately, guys, I just wanted to let you know that the 2023 Chrysler 300 has been sold out at this point. For you guys that wanted a big 6.4 in your 300, I guess the best that you can do at this point is get on a waiting list and kind of hope and pray. Or hope and pray that some of those people that ordered those 300s, this will happen a lot. A lot of people will order cars, and I've seen this firsthand. This is what people will do. And I talked to my homegirl about this at the dealership. She said people will come in, specifically order a car, let's say a Hellcat, a Charger, a Challenger, whatever. They'll, you know, I want to option out the interior. I want red interior. I want red calipers. I want brass monkey rims. I want the sunroof, all of that. They'll come in and order the car. The car will come in months later, weeks later. And then, of course, they don't have the money to buy it. So that car will literally just sit on the dealership lot waiting to be sold to the next person. So that's probably what's going to happen with a lot of these 300s, is these motherfuckers are going to go out and pre-order them and get them all customized and this, that, and the third. And then when they come to the dealership, it's like, oh, things happen. I don't have the money. The car is going to sit there. So there's still a chance for you to get this type of car. But you have to realize that as of right now, it's sold out. But, you know, just wanted to put that out there. Just one of them things where it's like, this should show that there's still a need and a want for these types of cars in the market. But I guess this is not enough. But as always, guys, it's been your boy Knockout. I'll see you in the next one, man. Peace.